Do you want a shot at winning a new Shimano SLX-A bait caster from American Legacy Fishing? Watch all the way to the end of the video for the details. I sit here reflecting back on my life thinking I have been bass fishing pretty much my entire life. One of my lifelong wishes was to meet Bill Dance, and this weekend my brother and I are making a trip down to the Bassmaster Classic in Knoxville, Tennessee so that we can go meet our fishing legend, if you will. Last year I had set some goals that I wanted to achieve, here on Fishing with Gramps. One was to catch a frogfish. My next goal is one I didn't achieve last year, even though I didn't set a total inch limit in the Catch 22 challenge. My brother set a 400-inch goal, and he met that, and I fell short with about 380 some inches with the Catch 22 challenge. A lot of that for me was due to the fact that I ended up fishing out of my boat for a good month and a half while going through some different issues, not having a kayak, I'll just say that. Another goal that I set for myself last year was to qualify for the Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship, which we did in the month of May using the special qualifier called Mayhem. Actually set another goal on top of that once we qualified of going, and when we got there, making it into the KBF Top 100, which we did. Finally got my board hung up right there, and then there's my other orange stickered, and that for me is something that I can never lose, so goal achieved. I also set goals on catching personal best smallmouth bass and largemouth bass. I actually met that goal with a 16-inch smallmouth bass down on Kentucky Lake. Largemouth bass on the catch board didn't beat the one I had last year. My personal best on the catch board is still 21 inches. My personal best in weight for Indiana is 6.87. Didn't beat that. I never really weighed any smallies before because I never had any big ones to chase. They were always just, smaller ones that were in the creeks around here. And then I had a goal for YouTube to double the amount of subscribers that I had the year before. In 2020, we gained around 4,700 subscribers. In 2022, I set a lofty goal of doubling that number of subscribers. We were going to try for 10,000 instead of 5. And we blew that away with almost 11,700 subscribers right here on Fishing with Gramps. Blew me away. So that was last year's goals. Let's talk about what we're going to do here in 2023 as the fishing season's getting ready to kick off. A lot of my buddies have already been out on the water. I prefer to wait until the water gets going up towards 50 to 55 degrees, honestly, to be more productive with my time. But those days are coming right after we get back from the Bassmaster Classic. So let's talk about goal number 1, catching a fish on a hollow body frog. This all started a couple years ago when this god-awful looking Christmas party gone bad frog came in a Monster Bass box. And while I was laughing and joking about this silly looking thing, I realized that I have caught a fish on topwater about every other way except for one of these hollow body frogs. It seemed like I just never got hooked up on them. I can use the rubber toads, I can use the buzz frogs, on the frogs on a buzz bait, no problem. But I've never been able to stick a bass with one of these silly frogs. And of course, as soon as I say that, everybody's like, how are you not catching fish on frogs? Then our friend Debo sends us one from Reaction Innovations. My fellow Freedom Squad member OEF5 hooks me up with the Freedom Frog from Spro. And then we get the Freak and the Strike King Perch Pad and probably a dozen other frogs. We've had near hits, near misses. We've had fish on the line and fish come off. We've had so many close calls, crazy encounters, still didn't get it done last year. So we made a bet with the fishing fam. If I don't catch a fish on one of these frogs by my birthday on May 5th, I have to fish with this ridiculous Christmas party gone bad frog until I catch a fish on it. So needless to say, that's goal number 1, to get that out of the way early in the season, especially in April or very first week of May. It's another fun challenge. It'll be fun to do. My next challenge is based on a charity called Catch 22 Challenge. It's run under the KBF Fish Ops. It's a $22 donation. You catch 22 fish and upload it throughout the year, and those proceeds this year are going to Heroes on the Water. Last year I wanted to try to catch 400 inches of fish. I caught 380, but again, I didn't achieve that goal. So I set the goal, instead of 400 from last year, up to 410 this year, which will be for 22 fish, an average of an 18-inch fish for 21 of those and then at least a 20-inch fish to get me over that mark. So again, that's a goal I have for the hashtag Cat22 challenge being run on Fishing Chaos by KBF. Now my next set of goals are basically around PBs, personal best. So this year I'm actually going to target catching a bigger smallmouth on the catch board. My brother and several buddies and I are going to be participating in the Moving Water Outfitters Indiana Kayak Anglers Big Bass Hunt, which you upload your biggest smallmouth and your biggest largemouth of the year. So I thought that sounded like it'd be a really fun challenge. Next up is a personal goal, and it's more about my health than anything. I realized last year when I had some issues with the kayak, I was pushing 340 pounds. I'm going to be 55 this year. I know carrying this much weight is not good for me. So I've already lost about 46 pounds, sitting around the 299 pound range. That was a good goal for the end of last year going up until now. My goal from now is to get from 299 to 199 by the end of the year. Is that healthy? We'll see. I'm going to do it slowly and surely and smart, building muscle to burn that fat as I go while also eating better. I'm going to be working with a dietitian at the VA. My doctors have approved my workout plan. I recently got an injection in my knee to help with that pain so I can start walking and moving a little more, and I'm going to be starting physical therapy to kind of kick things off. My plans are to eat healthy, do yoga and my physical therapy, and then slowly but surely get back into the gym, working on the elliptical and things like that, trying to build a better body so that even next year I can do even more hanging out with the fishing fam around the Midwest. Last but not least, let's talk about the Fishing with Gramps YouTube channel. You might notice I changed the channel name to my name, JT Hickman. You can still find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Fishin' with Gramps, but I've changed my channel name to match my name because I'm also doing some other live shows with Grassroots Bass Yakking, and those go under my regular name, JT Hickman. So I wanted to make the opportunity easy for people searching for me either by name or by Fishing with Gramps so that you can find the channel. The way that YouTube now does the handles makes it just that much easier. So I'm at Fishing with Gramps, while again you'll see me in the chat as JT Hickman. Just makes it easy to find somebody both ways. So let's talk about that. What else do I want to do as far as growing the channel? Well, my primary sponsor, American Legacy Fishing, wants to help out with that. They want to see the channel continue to grow as we reach out to new anglers or returning anglers who've been away from it for a long time and are just getting back into it. But the focus this year will be moving towards promoting kayak bass fishing. Sure, you're going to see me in the boat here and there with my dad, my sons, maybe my granddaughters, other friends who may not be as mobile, but the primary time you'll see me out fishing will be in my kayak, hanging out with the guys in Freedom Squad as we go out and do our regular adventures. We're going to fish some tournaments, we're going to fish some challenges, we're going to do a lot of fun fishing, we're going to visit a lot of state parks all around the state. It won't be the same places all the time. But the goal this year I'm setting is going to be huge. Since we're knocking on the door of 25,000 subscribers, American Legacy Fishing wanted to do a giveaway. So when we hit 25,000 subscribers here pretty soon, I'm going to be giving away this brand new 2023 Shimano SLX A that just came out. One of the best $100 bait casting fishing reels there is. They've actually upgraded it a little bit this year, adding the new silent tune features. Very simple, very easy bait caster to learn and use. And as soon as we hit 25,000 subscribers, I'm going to hold a live stream and give it away to one of you guys. Now, Graham and American Legacy is not done right there. Last year, the goal was to double the channel size. So this year, if we double up and hit 50,000 subscribers, we're going to do it again. We're going to hold a live stream and give away from American Legacy Fishing your choice of Shimano Curado bait casting reel. Whatever they have in stock, you'll be able to pick from. Right hand, left hand. Have you been wanting a Shimano Curado DC, MGL 70? One of my personal favorites, the MGL 150. We hit 50,000 subscribers in 2023. We're going to do a live stream and give one away. Then Graham went overboard. If we somehow miraculously hit that miracle 100,000 subscriber mark, Graham's going to give away the reel that everybody talks about in every live stream, a Shimano Metanium. But he's not stopping there. He's going to make it a combo with the Shimano X Pride B rod to go with that. Again, crazy goals for 2023, but he wanted to throw it out there, so we're going to go for it. You'll see me make some different videos promoting that giveaway. Is it a lofty goal? Hey, who knows? Anything's possible these days. Now, I want to stop for a second and say thank you to each and every one of you that joins us in the live streams, subscribes to the channel, leaves comments, leaves your opinions, shares your love of bass fishing with this Fishing with Gramps Fishing Fam community. To me, it's just phenomenal, and honestly more than I ever thought would be possible from a guy like me talking to folks like you, just making videos, sharing things I love to do. But to me, the goal, as I always say, is to make memories, spend time with your friends, spend time with yourself if you need that time away to reset your mind, to talk to the man upstairs, or in my case sometimes looking up and talking to my mama. It wouldn't be possible without you guys watching along. And again, I truly can't thank you. For those of you who've supported the channel either monetarily, sending baits in when we do the veteran bait package run. I mean, we've had like 80 pounds of bait show up in the last 2 weeks, and Jeremy and I don't know what we're going to do with it all, but we're going to make it happen. But I kind of wanted to take a minute and say thank you also to the people that have supported the channel along the way. I want to start with Dobbins Rods for offering a 30% discount to veterans and Homeland heroes out there. That meant a lot to me, and really that relationship is the one that led me to American Legacy Fishing down in Evansville for the first time and granting me my first ever partnership for the channel. I was just amazed. And I also have to say thank you to Monster Bass, Rick and Rafi, for reaching out and let me review their bags and give feedback that has now grown into an even deeper partnership with me joining the Monster Bass team this year. I got to thank the guys at itMolds. Just from watching Debo and Ben Nowak and others make baits, I thought it would be cool to try to do something. And when I called to put in an order and mentioned that I was a brand new guy just trying to learn how to make some baits, and I'd watched some Debo videos, they offered me a partnership and let me start my beginner bait making journey. Just again, a phenomenal opportunity. And then due to some of those unboxings, I met Tom Brubaker when he was at Major League Fishing, and later on he went to Strike King and Lose, who are now also partners of the channel. And again, I can't thank him enough for giving me access to the Lose and Strike King VIP program, but also offering out to the other Freedom Squad members, OEF5 and Jeremy. Tom, thank you so much. And then Grassroots Bass Yakking for asking me to come on and host Grubby Talk Live, filling in big shoes from Brian when he had to move on. Just giving me an opportunity to talk about fishing a lot of the tournaments that I'm really brand new in, but it's a grassroots tournament trail that I truly love, and so glad to be able to participate in that. And what did that lead to? Basically a partnership working with KBF, Chad Hoover himself, letting me help him with the whole Knucklehead Bass Fishing Series. After such a successful Catch-22 season last year, and then the brainstorming of the Knucklehead Bass Fishing Series for recreational anglers looking to have some fun, whether you're fishing in a kayak or the bank, and then let me be part of the very first season of this. Chad, I can't thank you enough for the opportunity. And of course, one of my more recent partnerships, teaming up with Moving Water Outfitters, where I bought one of my kayaks, well, actually two, because I bought one with my son up there as well. They've also taken care of my brother Jeremy when he needed some rigging done on his because he's got a bad arm. They actually installed a boondock system on his and help him rig everything out, so that even with his disabilities, he can still get out and join us on the water and not have to worry about tearing up his bad arm. And last but not least, one that I truly cherish, and I'm shocked when I got added to the Old Town Pro staff team. Ryan and crew, thank you for putting your trust in some YouTuber guy who likes to make videos but absolutely loves the Old Town platform. I can't thank you guys enough for letting me be part of a team that means realistically so much to me for a product that I truly believe in. It was the first kayak I ever felt safe in, being as big as I am, and I've been through most of them. The Topwater 106, the Sportsman PDL 106, and then finally my Cadillac, the Autopilot 120. The support from the fishing family community out there just means the world to me, and I always feel like I'm just not giving you guys enough of myself, and I keep saying I'm going to try to make better videos, do better reviews, provide better information, but again, spread the love and the passion that I have for this sport. My hope someday is we can have enough meetings and gatherings around the country, especially as I get closer to retirement in 5 years, so I can meet more and more of you out there. You know, when I fly down to Tampa and find out that people actually want to meet up with me like I'm some celebrity, it really just hits me in the feels. And it means a ton to me. But I'll be honest, I love the support we have in this community, and I can't wait to see it keep growing. I take a lot of inspiration from guys like Gene the Fluke Master Jensen. He wants to teach the world to fish. And then Chad Hoover, whose goal really is for each one to reach one. Maybe the more people we get out fishing, enjoying this recreational therapy, we can start saving and changing some lives and introducing new people to the sport that we love. I can't thank you guys enough. I just can't. As always, get outside when you can and make some memories. I'm going to meet Bill Dance this weekend. Get outside and make some memories, one cast at a time.